Wheeler Senior High School Band. This is the first Centel United Way competition for the Marching Bearcats of Wheeler. From Valparaiso, Indiana, led by drum majors Kendall Moss and Angie Stryker. Director of the Bearcats is Dan Baylog. Assistant director is Trent Tilford. 54 band members wearing dark green pants and coats, white, green, and orange overlays, in case you have a black and white set, and Busby-style hats. They appeared in last year's Girl Scouts 75th anniversary parade in Chicago, the All-American Music Festival in Orlando, Florida, and closer to their homes, the Popcorn Festival Parade.
You know, Mark, John, they have had so much coordination to do a parade like that. You really need the utmost in technology, and we would like to thank Motorola Incorporated because the parade staff is using two-way radios to communicate with each other, and they've been furnished by Motorola, currently celebrating its 60th year in communications and electronics manufacturing.
Here's a flow right now sponsored by Coca-Cola. It's called the Youth Achievement, and features Miss Jennifer Murray, 17 years old, and she's recently named Illinois Junior Miss for 1989. Jennifer has performed as an actress, dancer, numerous summer stock productions, and is an aspiring opera singer. After hearing her sing today at those opening ceremonies, we think she's well on her way. In fact, I think Mark Lynn's going to put her on Perfect Strangers.
Well, I'm certainly going to.
Okay, Carl. You know, people talk about horsepower, but here is real horsepower. It's a hitch of beautiful Belgian draft horses sponsored by Coors Winterfest. And are they ever neat? Look at them. All right. Coors supports the Easter Seal Society because of the vitally important work it does nationwide on behalf of disabled men, women, and children. Now, here's more.
Mary Beth Vitale, Regional Sales Director for Adolph Coors Company. For more than 50 years, the Easter Seal Society of Metro Chicago has been helping disabled men, women, and children lead more independent lives through rehabilitative therapy. Coors is proud to support their efforts. Have a safe and happy holiday from Coors Winterfest Beer.
All right, here's a band whose unique drill steps have helped rack up a string of competitive successes. The Marching Panthers from Theodore Roosevelt High School in Gary, Indiana. Director Theodore Brown, assisted by Sandra Dillon.
Well, we've got more floats, more music, more Christmas pageantry all coming up as we continue our coverage of the McDonald's Charity Christmas Parade right after these messages.
Howdy again, I'm Cal.
'Tis the season to be jolly. We're having a jolly old time here on Michigan Avenue in Chicago, the annual McDonald's Charity Christmas Parade. I'm Janet Davies. Mark Linn-Baker and John Stamos, both of ABC hit comedy series, are with us. Would you like to mention who you're with?
Full House, Perfect Strangers. Same night, Friday night. ABC.
Okay, John, let's talk about the Nutcracker now.
All right, the Nutcracker Ballet is a holiday tradition everywhere. Here's the duet that made it that way. The Sugar Plum Fairy and Mr. Nutcracker himself riding in an open-faced carriage. These guys are members of the Pennsylvania and Milwaukee Ballet. They're performing the Nutcracker at Chicago's Auditorium Theater with original George Balanchine choreography.
All right, this float features a delegation of Dalmatians decorating a very special kind of home, a Ronald McDonald house, known as the house that love built. Ronald McDonald houses are located close to children's hospitals nationwide so that families of children being treated for serious illnesses will have a home away from home. Riding the float are Mr. Terry Solon and his family. Terry is president of the McDonald's Owners of Chicago and Northwest Indiana, which supports Ronald houses at Weiler's Children's Hospital and Children's Memorial Hospital. In addition, they support other charities with youth-oriented programs, as Mr. Solon explains.
Hi, I'm Terry Solon, president of McDonald's Owners of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. This year, our restaurants raised over $200,000 for two Chicago Ronald McDonald houses, the Muscular Dystrophy Association and the United Negro College Fund. We thank you and have a very Merry Christmas.
we got Too Rad here, and if you feel wobbly on a bicycle, you can't ride with this group because they're Too Rad Trick Team. Ow! Whoops. Must be a little slippery out there on Michigan Avenue.
They're a little too rad this afternoon, I think.
They're sponsored by Vision Streetwear, and their game is called Bicycle Freestyling. Freestyling is a competitive sport, and Too Rad team manager Bill Gorridge is rated #1 in the 14-year-old bracket, while team member Brian Dahl is ranked #3 among riders aged 19 and over. Oh, I guess that's the rest of us are in that age group. I probably don't have to tell you not to try these tricks yourself. These folks practice 4 or 5 hours a day, and I'd rather watch them anyway than do that.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Or on the set.
That's wild.
It's a fancy ride.
Hey, it's Too Rad.
It's much too rad for me.
Do they use that a lot in California? Too rad?
Oh, yeah. Stoked, rad, all these surfer lingo.
Right, the University of Illinois at Chicago boasts a vigorous athletics program for men and women. These young people are members of the UIC gymnastics team. The men's team is nationally ranked, and both men's and women's teams are NCAA Division I. So they're worthy representatives for their fellow athletes in UIC basketball and ice hockey. The UIC athletic teams are called the Flames. You saw their mascot, D-Dragon, earlier in the parade. You remember him?
I like to take the opportunity, if you've been watching the parade, you see that Mark is in this stunning leather jacket. I am in quite a flouncy fur, and Diane Burns down there is in a wonderful fur. All these are being donated by our parade by Evans Furs for our parade celebrities with 9 shops in the Chicago metropolitan area. We thank Evans.
Janet, talk about Santa's helpers. Here's a float sponsored by 42,000 helpers. Chicagoland employees of the United States Postal Service, many of whom will spend their holiday making sure your holiday greetings get through appropriately. The float is entitled We Deliver Joy. It was built by postal employees. Today's parade kicks off their 1989 fundraiser drive that combined federal campaign, a charitable program that supports social service charities nationwide.
You notice they don't march down the street, they stamp down the street.
Right.
John, you're supposed to laugh at that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's known as a power laugh. Incidentally, the post office has placed special collection boxes along today's parade route so that children can mail their letters to Santa right here at the parade. So, Mark, you're covered, man. Don't worry about it. This float is accompanied by the 40-member Chicago Post Office Band. Riding atop the float are post office employees and mascots of the Benjamin Franklin Stamp Clubs. Stan Stamp and Natalie Philately, whatever her name. How would you folks at home say that?
Philately.
Thank you.
Well, you're a philatelist if you collect stamps.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. I don't do that.
You know, there are special collection boxes along today's parade route so the children can mail their letters to Santa right here at the parade.
I said that, Janet.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I already mailed my letter.
All the world loves a clown. I guess I'm one, too. And here are 15 of them, all from the Neoromi Clown Troupe. The Neoromis perform for our charitable functions throughout the Chicago area, including Catholic Charities, Chicago Boys Club, Medic Alert, and in nursing homes and facilities for the handicapped. Some of the clowns' names are Labagale, Mr. Bumbles, and Razzle Dazzle. Many of the group's members have won awards for their clowning, and all are members of the Clown Guild of Metropolitan Chicago. Clowning is a tough art. I guess what you would call is sort of clowning on your show, isn't it?
It's art. We border on clowning.
And it is an art.
On occasion, yes it is. All right, here they are from LaGrange County, Indiana. Here are the Westview High School Marching Warriors, led by drum majors Carla Woodworth and Cindy Fink. Carla and Cindy were named Outstanding Drum Majors at the 1988 Ethnic Festival in South Bend, Indiana. The Marching Warriors have won a number of awards this year, including first place at the Michigan Week Kickoff Parade, first place in the Governor's Award at the Huntington, Indiana Heritage Days Festival, and 7 first or second places in other parades and festivals.
Well, we've got a real treat coming up, one of the most spectacular balloon displays in the whole parade, so you stay with us as we continue your enjoyment of the Chicago Christmas Parade.
We want to wish wish you a very Merry Christmas. What are we going to get, Thunder?
The annual McDonald's Charity Christmas Parade right here in downtown Chicago. Hi, everybody. We're glad you could join us. We're glad you could join us over there, too, and we're glad everybody watching could join us today.
That's right.
I'm Janet Davies, Mark Linn-Baker, John Stamos.
I'm glad we could join you, too, because
I'm glad you're here. I know this is the second time that Mark has been to Chicago.
That's right, but my first parade.
And, John, you've been here many times.
Yes, yep. I visited Oprah last year. We played with the Beach Boys out here a lot.
Well, where are you originally from?
I'm from Los Angeles originally. Well, here's an equestrian unit formed for the sheer joy of riding. They're the Forest View Farms drill team from Tinley Park, Illinois. They ride a variety of breeds, including Appaloosas, Arabians, quarter horses. Their purpose is to demonstrate the wonderful relationship that evolves between horse and rider. They're accompanying a pony cart piled high with Christmas gifts for Mark and I.
Oh, Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas without this celebrity. It's Bozo the Clown with sidekicks Cookie and Professor Andy. Now, they're stars of the long-running TV show Bozo Circus on WGN-TV Channel 9 here in Chicago. And they are sponsor of the float. Bozo's Float depicts Bozo's Grand March for Kids, an annual program to collect new toys and money for needy children. Hi, Bozo! Isn't he great?
I like Bozo.
Who does his hair?
The train's over 70 feet long, and its 5 cars are 10 feet tall, which is how needy children are going to feel Christmas morning when they open the thousands of presents made possible by Bozo's Grand March.
From Plainfield, Indiana, this is the Red Pride of Plainfield High School. They're being led into our picture by drum majors Becky Swallow, Steve Meyer, and Brian Schaefer. They're playing familiar Christmas selections, specially arranged for our parade today. This is their first Chicago Christmas parade. If their list of contest wins is any indication, they'll be a tough competitor in our Centel United Way competition today. This year, they've racked up 3 championships and 2 finalist ratings. So welcome to the Pride of Plainfield and their director, Teresa J. Elliott, and assistant director, Michael J. Cummings.
In honor of the Chicago Lung Association and the Chicago Boys and Girls Club. Along with Christmas Seals, the Chicago Lung Association sponsors life and breath events like its annual Chicago Distance Classic, which gives asthmatic children a chance to attend summer camp. The Chicago Lung Association is one of the nation's oldest voluntary health organizations. Each year, the Chicago Boys and Girls Clubs help over 16,000 young people get on the right track by providing constructive opportunities and mature guidance. True Value has been involved with the Boys and Girls Clubs for over 25 years. See, our first balloon is escorted by hardy and enthusiastic alumni from Kalamazoo College. Cold isn't bothering them. Our second and third balloons are handled by members of the Actors Repertory Theater, a Chicago group that produces plays and conducts acting workshops and classes. There are 12 actors on the line, specially chosen for balloon handling expertise. And you know what? You have to go to balloon school to be able to do this.
You know, they say that there's enough helium being used in all of these balloons today to lift a live 500-pound black bear into the air. Why would you want to do that?
Well, we do kind of those strange things in Chicago.
Gosh.
You know, that fourth balloon is handled by friends and members of the Winter family who are here because they just wanted to become balloon handlers. I think that's something I might think about next year. They attended the True Value Balloon School, and now they're considered masters of balloonery.